welcome to another Qwiktro. I'm your host as always, Tristan. I am joined by Matilda,
Hi.
Brian,
Hi.
and Jesse.
Hey.
Hi.
And today I am so excited because we're going to be looking at South Park: The Stick of Truth, which is just coming out today. It is for the PC. You know what? I don't even know if it's for the PC. It's for the Xbox 360 and PS3, and this is the PS3 version. And I am super excited to talk about this game because I've been sitting on my hands, like keeping my mouth closed with, I don't know, whatever, because this game is so good, and I couldn't tell anybody about it when I got that early copy or whatever. So I'm just gonna go over some little how this game is played. So your inventory is basically Facebook, and that's pretty much how you interact with the whole world. This is where you equip things like weapons or whatever, and you can, every single weapon you can add stickers to them, which adds different properties. Like my sword right now has like a fire property to it, and I can customize my character, give them like little hats and stuff for different effects and armor, and you can also do cosmetic things that have nothing to do with stats, but you can add stuff, give them a little bird's nest beard. And you can make a little bandit face, or give me some Jew side locks. It looks like.
Do the double chin. What's the double chin?
The double chin doesn't even look like anything or whatever. It just basically looks like extra underline underneath where your thing is. But yeah.
Oh, I suppose I should have figured that.
Yeah. It's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing too crazy. But there's a lot of options on here. I can be a pretty barbarian, and the one big complaint that I have with the game is you can see all these like little trinkets, and they'll say something about them from the show, but you can't like look at them and examine them. They're just kind of a very small piece of how the game looks. So I wish there was like a bigger gallery to like look up that stuff. And then you get abilities and perks. You can use abilities once you level up. Perks unlock, this is really weird. So you make friends in the game via Facebook, and the more friends you have, then you unlock an ability, ability point. Like you have to get 20 friends to get like another ability point or something like that. You can collect some Pokemon, that unlocks stuff. This has like a little graph where your quests and like your equipment is. So there's lots of stats and there's lots of collectibles, and it keeps track of everything. There's 6 party members in the game. You can have 1 per battle. And right now I have everybody unlocked except for what I assume is Cartman and Kyle. But let's get into the actual game it looks. So, yeah. We'll do some fast travel to a quest here. We'll go here. So, this is Koopa Keep. This is where... So, the game is about... you're a new kid in town. And basically you find Butters being attacked by some elves, and you save him, and then he brings you to Cartman, who was the Grand Wizard in charge of like the human army, and he's fighting against the elves, who is led by Kyle. So it's humans versus elves, and they're fighting over this thing called the Stick of Truth, which is just a stick. I mean, it looks like just a stick, and it's supposed to give the wielder like ungodly powers and stuff like that.
My Eric certainly has a lot of little playmates.
In this point of the game, I'm in between choosing whether to side with the elves or the humans, so that's why I have stat unlocked now. So there's so many details in this game about the show. I mean, you go into Cartman's mom's room, and there's like a dildo there and a crack pipe. Yeah, and every single person you have in your party says they'll react differently. Like, I brought Butters in there, and he was talking about how his mom was hugging people in there or something like that. He's like, well, I went over here the other day and looked through the window, and his mom was hugging people, and there's like 2 guys hugging her. There's a black guy's hugging her the other day, and a midget or something like that. Like, boy, she sure does like hugging. Jeez. So yeah, there's a lot of small little details. It's I have a farting power. If you guys have played Skyrim,
it's just like real life.
They call me the Dragonborn, except for instead of having a shout ability, I have like a fart ability, and I also have abilities in the world to I have an Adel probe where I can warp around places if there's like a satellite command. Sometimes my buddy can help me with stuff. That shooting thing will... Sometimes you can avoid combat where you can like shoot down like a, I don't know, like a ceiling fan to drop onto somebody so that I can avoid or whatever. So this is a little quest that's happening right now.
Nothing can prepare you for this battle. If I die, tell the guys I fought bravely.
And as, I mean, if anybody watched you play this game, I mean, they could tell, so I don't want to be hyperbolic or whatever, but, I mean, this really looks exactly like the show. I'm super impressed, like, how just
That's
awesome
what I was
this
thinking,
game
is
looks.
this is like, it just seems like an episode.
Give me back my iPhone, demon! You little turd! I brought help. Let's see you try and take us both.
And the funny thing is, you're a silent protagonist, and they'll either call you New Kid or Douchebag. And I've like upgraded to Captain Douchebag now. And so combat is turn-based, and there's like a timing element to it too. So if anyone's like played the Mario RPG series or Costume Quest, basically if you hit it at the right time, like when those flashes appeared, you'll do like more damage or you'll get like extra attacks and stuff like that.
Go, boy!
A laser pointer.
And everyone has, of course, their different abilities and stuff, and they're pretty weird and wacky. But I don't know, the combat feels so good, and it's really violent. I mean, if you think about it, this game is primarily kids beating up kids and stuff. All right, show you my bull rush attack. Spike the helmet. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Stan has some pretty good abilities, but they're not crazy.
Oh no, you don't.
So you can only have one teammate in battle at a time, but you can switch them out actually anytime you want in battle. So
In battle?
In battle, yeah, as many times as you want. It'll like skip that turn, but the next turn they'll be able to fight. I'll show you in a sec here. So,
How is she not dead yet?
Let's go with Butters. Butters, ironically, is probably the best character I have in my party so far. Ew, she just threw a tampon at me!
Well, it is the rage of the month,
she was
please.
bleeding earlier.
Yeah, Rochambeau, that girl. Let's do... This ability is pretty funny.
Let's see how you like feeling.
So I think there's like 5 abilities on here. You just like hit a button to see like which random thing we'll get.
I need to buy this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is the first console game I've been really addicted to in a long while. Let's just finish her off though. You get summon abilities from people in the South Park world, and this one is obviously from Jesus. Let's summon him out here.
Geez, that did a ton of damage.
Yeah. Summons usually do.
Did you see that posters for Sadie Dakota?
Yeah.
With Hannah Montana.
There's so many inside jokes in here. It's so awesome.
Of my room, turd!
Up to you, Ogre Slayer. I'm glad to call you friend.
Yay! Now you have a new friend.
This comes out Tuesday?
Yes. Today. As when I should be posting this video today, which is Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what else we can do. Ooh, I'm on a quest for Man Bear Pig right now. I think I'll finish that one off. Let's see, where is that? And so you can warp to any place on the map where there's like a little flag, and Timmy gives you a ride with his like little. The first scene that you get the ability, he comes on his wheelchair with like this really shitty wagon and like one of those little riding horses stuck to it. You know, there's like the horse head on the pole. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So yeah, I with all the delays and everything for this game, I was kind of hesitant, but also excited when I got, noticed I was getting the game for review. And then I actually played it, and it was just it's so good. It's funny, it's well animated. There's a couple slowdowns and little issues with like some of the load times every once in a while, but for the most part, it runs pretty smoothly, and it's just a blast to play. I mean, this is not going to make RPG people go and buy it, but if you're a South Park fan, this is like a special treat, and
The Lord is with you, my son, except for boss fights.
So every single time you use the things, you have to go back and get the item again. Let's see here. Well, I know there's a quest somewhere in here.
Try that other door.
Why is
No,
that arrow
so you can
pointing?
only interact with stuff with gold handles. So that's how you know how something is able to be unlocked. Oh, there he is. Destroy that flag. Oh shit.
We really know how to draw crap.
So I did this whole quest. I did this
Oh
whole
my
quest for Al
God.
Gore, and he made me put up.
You cannot stop me,
He,
simple
he
human.
put up satellite things all over town. He's like, help me put up these satellites so that I can track Man Bear Pig. And so you do that, and he's like, okay, I'll get in touch with you later, and then we'll go hunt Man Bear Pig down. But basically what he was doing was making his Facebook profile bigger so that he could outreach people. And then basically as soon as you do that, there's a quest that pops up and says, unfriend Al Gore, because he keeps on messaging you on Facebook, and he's like, hello, are you there? I can't hear you. How come you're not talking to me?
There once was a maiden from
And now I gotta fight him.
Snowberry, hello. She didn't talk much, but boy did she swoon. Boy did she swallow. I had a nice lunch that she set up her. The maiden from Stoneberry, who is also your
So as you can... He drops the mic. So as you can tell, he's a bard.
set him up and knock him down.
And I didn't mention before, but there are 4 classes you can choose from for your character. I'm a warrior. You can be a wizard. I think you can be like a ranger or something. And you can be a Jew. I'm not kidding. That is a class, is a Jew. And if you try to choose that, Cartman's like, I don't think we can be friends if you choose that one. But I think the mage and the Jew are both similar. They're both like mage classes. Let's see here.
I just want to hear more of Jimmy's song.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Roar! Roar!
Roar, roar.
Oh!
Let's see here. It's I am about probably a third of the way of the game at this point, and you may think that I'm giving like a lot away, but there are so many things in here that they push the limits to, and it's just ridiculous. Let's summon Kenny. He has some pretty cool
Don't
moves.
forget to tip your serving wench.
Ah! Oh!
I love how it's Princess Kenny.
Yeah, he's Carmen's like, yeah, don't ask why he wanted to be a girl. Just leave it alone.
Oh my god, this is awesome.
So the funny thing is, every single one of his abilities, if you mess up the button presses, he'll die. Like if I mess that up, the horn will go into Kenny and then he'll die.
Ouch! Guap! Oh!
Let's finish him off here. He should be close. Just do a sword attack. Well, that's not doing a lot of damage. So yeah, I definitely suggest that everybody that's a South Park fan go and buy it. Even if you're not into RPGs, this one is. It can be pretty hard because it does ask of you to pay attention to do the time attacks and stuff like that. Otherwise, you'll do a lot of damage or take a lot of damage, or you won't do as much damage. And yeah. But I don't know. I struggled with how I wanted to give this game, or I should say, what I wanted to give this game a review. But I think I'm gonna go with a 5 out of 5. It is that good.
There's just like endless things, and they're all pretty entertaining.
Yeah, it's really a masterpiece. I mean, Trey Parker worked hands-on with this game, and so did their South Park Studios, which is why it animates so well. And the studio that did this game is called Obsidian, and they are a really big RPG developers. So you know, two big minds come together, and they made this awesome game. And I see that we've lost Jesse, but that's okay. So, yay!
I just keep thinking, like, I want to see what else there is in this game. Like, I just have theories about, like, oh, I bet they'll have this person in there. I bet
there are characters in here that have they pay so much homage to their own show. There are so many people in there that we have not seen in such a long time. Like, what's that Sasquatch thing from like the second episode with like Patrick Duffy for a leg?
Yeah.
Scuzzlebutt.
Yeah.
If you go to Jimbo and Ned's shop, he's like a stuffed animal in there. They have him like pinned up in there. So they got Scuzzlebutt in there. So many callbacks. Trying to think of something else. Let's see if they get the Man Bear Pig.
Do they have Lemmy Winks?
They do have Lemmy Winks, yeah.
Of course they do.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little nod later on. You kind of just see him like in the classroom. What else? If you go to, there's like a missing poster board that's like missing. There's like a bunch of people that you haven't seen for a long time. One of them is Damien. But if you go to the movie theater, he'll be like watching a movie in there. He's like, "Hail Satan!"
God, that's been so long.
I know.
It makes me want to watch the show again, like, more.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to go back and watch a bunch of the seasons.
There's so many Easter eggs in this game. It's ridiculous. But yeah, go and buy it. This game is fantastic. There's just, like I said, very minor issues. One of them being like there's not like a way to like look at your items closer for like that collectible stuff, which is kind of whatever. And then a couple like loading and slowdown issues here and there, but other than that, it's just fantastic. It's really, really fun. So yeah.
Either way, run. Don't walk to the store.
Yeah, run. Don't jog. Bye. Fly.
I'm going to probably just drive.
No, you must run.
I must.
Or Amazon.
Or you are not worthy of the game.
Yeah, there's no cars allowed.
All right, I'll take my bike.
Okay. All right, well, yeah, see you guys in another Qwiktro.
Boom, ba-jack, boom, boom, ba-jack, boom, ba-jack, boom, boom, ba-jack, boom, ba-jack, boom, boom, ba-jack, boom, ba-jack, boom, boom, subscribe, boom, ba-jack, boom, boom, ba-jack, boom, ba-jack, boom, boom, ba-jack, boom, ba-jack, boom, boom, ba-jack, boom, ba-jack, boom, boom, subscribe.